Just when the world thought Jungkook couldn't surprise us anymore, he did it again. Flush face fire at Calvin Klein Fashion Week, Jungkook didn't just walk in, he owned the entire runway. Fans were left speechless, cameras couldn't stop flashing, and even global fashion icons couldn't believe what they were seeing. What made everyone lose their minds? Wait till you see this look. As the lights dimmed and the crowd went silent, a single spotlight hit the entrance. The music dropped and there he was. Jungkook, dressed head to toe in Calvin Klein, radiating pure confidence. The audience gasped the moment he stepped onto the runway. Every move, every glance, every pose screamed star power. Even the cameras couldn't keep up with the flashes. The energy? Electric. Models who walked before him suddenly looked like background characters. Jungkook didn't just walk, he commanded the stage. Fans online started posting within seconds. Is this even real? This isn't a fashion show, it's Jungkook's world. His outfit? Minimal yet powerful. A black leather jacket paired with bold Calvin denim, perfectly highlighting his toned frame. The simplicity was the statement, confidence without effort. Fashion critics called it the moment that redefined K-pop meets couture. But it wasn't just the outfit. It was his aura, that mix of mystery, strength, and ease. You could feel the energy through the screen. And fans noticed every detail, the piercing gaze, the subtle smirk, the way he adjusted his color. Every second became an instant meme, an instant trend. Within minutes, #Jungkook Calvin Klein hit #1 worldwide. Clips from the show spread like wildfire across X, TikTok, and Instagram. Celebrities reacted, stylists broke down his outfit, and fans everywhere were in full meltdown mode. Fashion journalists said it best. Jungkook didn't attend Fashion Week, he took it over. Backstage, even designers couldn't hide their awe. One Calvin Klein rep reportedly said, "We knew Jungkook was iconic, but tonight, he made history." Staff members were seen cheering, snapping selfies, and congratulating him. Fans waiting outside screamed his name as he exited, phones in the air, trying to capture a single glimpse. What Jungkook did that night wasn't just fashion, it was culture. A symbol of how far K-pop idols have come in global influence. From a Seoul trainee to a front-row legend at the world's biggest fashion stage. And this look? It's already being called the most unforgettable Calvin Klein moment of the decade. Happened backstage was absolute chaos in the best way possible. Stylists rushing, cameras flashing, and Jungkook calmly sitting in the middle of it all, sipping water, completely unbothered. One staff member whispered, "He's too calm for someone about to break the internet." When his name was called, Jungkook gave a quiet smile and stood up. No dramatic speech, no nerves, just pure focus. As soon as he stepped into the spotlight, everyone froze. Later, one insider revealed, the moment Jungkook walked out, the entire mood changed. Even people from rival brands were standing up to watch. And here's the part most fans didn't see right before walking. Jungkook looked at the mirror, fixed his jacket, and said softly in Korean, "Let's make history." He did. Within an hour, social media exploded. Fan edits, slow-motion clips, and zoom-ins of every single frame flooded the timeline. Tweets read, "Calvin Klein should just rename the brand to Jungkook Klein. This isn't fashion, it's a cultural reset." Even major outlets like Vogue, GQ, and Elle dropped instant headlines featuring Jungkook's name. Fashion experts started breaking down his look frame by frame, calling it the perfect fusion of rebellion and elegance. And fans? They turned the runway clip into songs, memes, and even fan art, some gathering millions of views overnight. Famous designers, actors, and even Hollywood icons couldn't resist. Several celebs reposted his photos with captions like "Unreal" and "How is this even legal?" Rumor has it that even the Calvin Klein creative director personally congratulated Jungkook afterward, saying, "You didn't just wear the outfit, you became the vision." K-pop idols and even Western artists posted stories with hearts and fire emojis, calling him the moment. Armies flooded social media with emotional posts, some even crying tears of pride. From a small trainee to the face of global fashion, we saw every step. He's not just representing BTS anymore. He's representing Korea, culture, and confidence. Some fans shared old clips of Jungkook's early years, showing how far he'd come. The emotional connection made the moment even more powerful. It wasn't just a fashion win, it was a full-circle story. After that night, Calvin Klein's sales reportedly surged. Brand reps confirmed his campaign brought record-breaking engagement. Now, the question on everyone's mind, what's next? A new campaign? A collaboration line? Or maybe a full fashion takeover? Whatever comes next, one thing's certain, Jungkook didn't just attend Fashion Week, he rewrote it. After the show, whispers began to circulate in the fashion world. Multiple insiders hinted that Calvin Klein's collaboration with Jungkook was far from over. In fact, one source claimed that the brand was preparing something bigger than any celebrity campaign they've ever done. Eyes behind closed doors, executives were reportedly stunned by the numbers, social media engagement, sales spikes, and global mentions all shattered records. A PR executive was overheard saying, "We've worked with supermodels and Hollywood stars, but Jungkook, he's in a league of his own." Rumors spread that Calvin Klein might be designing a limited edition JK line inspired by Jungkook's bold yet effortless style. Pieces like custom denim, leather jackets, and signature accessories were said to be in early prototype stages. Designers from other luxury brands reportedly took notice. Word spread across Paris, Milan, and New York. Jungkook's impact wasn't just celebrity hype, it was reshaping how fashion sees K-pop idols. A well-known stylist from Vogue Korea commented, "He broke the barrier. He's no longer an ambassador, he's an icon that redefines modern masculinity." Even rival brands began reaching out, hoping to capture a piece of the Jungkook effect. Suddenly, it wasn't about just promoting clothes, it was about embodying confidence, artistry, and global unity. While Jungkook's presence stole the spotlight, it was his fans, the army, who kept the fire alive. From trending hashtags in 80-plus countries to massive LED billboards celebrating his Calvin Klein moment, their power was undeniable. One fan's message summed it up perfectly. Jungkook made history, and ARMY made sure the world didn't miss it. Purple Heart the community even organized online projects, like digital photo books and donation drives, to celebrate his achievement. It wasn't just support, it was love turned into legacy. As the dust settled, one truth became clear: this wasn't just a Fashion Week appearance. It was the beginning of a new chapter in Jungkook's journey, from idol to international style icon. He proved that authenticity can shine brighter than any brand label. Every glance, every pose, every step he took on that runway became a symbol of growth, strength, and global unity. And now, the world waits. Because if Jungkook can turn a single night into a cultural moment, what will he do next? Just when fans thought things had calmed down, a new wave of rumors began to spread. Fashion insiders started dropping subtle hints. Calvin Klein wasn't done with Jungkook yet. One anonymous tweet from a verified fashion journalist read, "The next Calvin Klein Global Face campaign will change everything. Think darker, bolder, and deeply personal." The internet went into meltdown mode. Within minutes, #JungkookCK 2025 trended worldwide. Fans began analyzing every clue, every schedule leak, and even Jungkook's airport looks for hidden meanings. Some claimed they spotted him arriving at a secret Calvin Klein studio in New York. Others believed a new short film campaign was already in production, something more cinematic and emotional than anything he'd done before. One viral fan post summed up the mood. If Jungkook's last Calvin Klein moment shook the world, this next one might break it. Inside sources revealed that Calvin Klein's creative team was planning something revolutionary, a campaign that tells a story, not just sells clothes. The concept? Raw confidence. A fusion of vulnerability and power, blending Jungkook's artistic side with his fashion dominance. According to leaked production notes, the project would feature cinematic storytelling in black and white, Jungkook narrating his own journey, symbolic visuals inspired by growth, freedom, and transformation. One team member was quoted saying, "We don't want Jungkook as a model. We want him as a storyteller, a voice that defines an era."